Welcome to the channel. Today, we are taking off into the story of KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, a company with over a century of aviation history, royal status, and a pioneering spirit that helped shape modern air travel. Whether you're an aviation fan, a frequent flyer, or just curious about the Netherlands, this is a story worth hearing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and fasten your seatbelt. We're ready for takeoff. Let's begin with the basics. KLM stands for Koninklijke Luchtvaartmaatschappij, which translates to Royal Aviation Company, making it the oldest airline in the world still operating under its original name. It was founded on October 7, 1919. The Dutch government granted KLM its royal title right from the start, a major honor. Just 1 year later, in May 1920, KLM flew its very first flight, from London to Amsterdam. The aircraft? A de Havilland DH-16, with 2 British journalists on board and a stack of newspapers. This modest beginning would grow into a global network of destinations. Throughout the 1920s and 30s, KLM expanded rapidly, flying to destinations in Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and the Caribbean. By 1924, it had launched the first intercontinental flight, from Amsterdam to Batavia, now Jakarta, in the Dutch East Indies. That route was over 9,000 miles long and took more than 10 days to complete, with over 20 stops along the way. It was a logistical feat and a bold move that showed KLM's ambition. By the time World War II broke out, KLM had built a solid international presence, operating on key long-haul routes like New York, Tokyo, Johannesburg, and Sao Paulo. But the company quickly rebounded after 1945, affectionately known as the Queen of the Skies. During the war, much of KLM's activity came to a halt, though it did operate some flights under Allied control. Its aircraft were heavily damaged or lost. By the 1950s, KLM entered the jet age. It was among the first to introduce online check-in, self-service kiosks, and now, biometric boarding at Schiphol, becoming one of the first airlines to operate commercial jetliners, like the Douglas DC-8. Known for their fuel efficiency, quiet engines, and improved passenger comfort. In 1971, KLM introduced the Boeing 747, operating short European routes with Embraer 175 and 190 aircraft. These jets are reliable, quiet, and perfect for Europe's shorter runways. Mostly made up of Boeing 737s, 777s, and 787 Dreamliners, plus Embraer jets through its regional partner KLM Cityhopper, symbolizing Dutch heritage. These jumbo jets became a symbol of KLM's intercontinental strength. Now let's talk about KLM's hub and network. KLM is based at Amsterdam Airport Schiphol, one of the busiest and most efficient airports in the world. From Schiphol, KLM operates over 160 destinations across 70 countries, in Europe, Asia, Africa, North and South America, and the Middle East. It's also a pioneer in sustainability. It is especially well known for its wave system, a tight schedule of arriving and departing flights that allows for quick and easy connections. KLM has always prioritized efficiency and customer experience. Geneva, gifted to business-class passengers since the 1950s. What about the fleet? KLM operates a modern fleet of around 110 aircraft, along with Air France, Delta, and Korean Air. Its long-haul fleet is transitioning to Boeing 787 Dreamliners. KLM retired its last Boeing 747s in 2020, a bittersweet goodbye, after nearly 50 years of service. In regional operations, KLM Cityhopper plays a key role. They operate separately with their own branding, crew, aircraft, and national identities. With headquarters in Amstelveen and its own CEO, leadership, and aircraft fleet. KLM is also known for its distinctive style. Their aircraft are painted in a bright, recognizable shade of Delft Blue. On board, the airline is known for offering free drinks and meals even in economy class, something rare among European carriers. And of course, there are the Delft Blue miniature houses, small ceramic replicas of real Dutch buildings filled with Dutch gin. Each year on KLM's birthday, a new house is unveiled. They've become collector's items. KLM is not just about tradition. As early as 2009, KLM operated the world's first commercial flight using biofuel. Today, KLM leads in sustainable aviation practices, investing in. And KLM was no exception. Sustainable aviation fuels, SAF. Lighter aircraft and more efficient engines. Electric ground operations. And the airline had to seek government support. More SAF use, and even fewer night flights. And even supporting train-air travel combinations within Europe. Especially as the Netherlands introduces policies to reduce short-haul flights in favor of trains. Their campaign of Fly Responsibly encourages passengers to offset emissions and consider sustainable alternatives for short trips. KLM is also part of SkyTeam, one of the 3 major airline alliances in the world. To flying world leaders, KLM is woven into the national fabric. Together, they provide seamless international connections and shared loyalty benefits. And many aviation fans worldwide still dream of visiting Amsterdam aboard a blue and white KLM aircraft. Speaking of Air France, KLM has been part of the Air France-KLM group since 2004. Though they merged financially, KLM remains distinctly Dutch. Because it feels human. You're carrying a piece of the Netherlands with you. Because it combines history, hospitality, and high standards with a touch of Dutch charm. This partnership gives KLM access to shared operations, joint ventures across the Atlantic, and competitive edge in global markets, while maintaining independence in day-to-day operations. Now, let's talk about what passengers say. KLM ranks consistently high in punctuality, safety, and customer service. Skytrax and other aviation rating agencies often award KLM 4-star ratings. Passengers appreciate the crew's friendliness, smooth boarding process, and the high standard of in-flight service, especially for an economy experience. Business class is known for its cozy cabins, lie-flat seats, and locally inspired meals. They also offer economy comfort, the middle option with more legroom and priority boarding. Subscribe for more content like this, and leave us a comment. Like any airline, KLM has faced challenges. The COVID-19 pandemic hit global aviation hard. Flights were grounded, routes were cut. But thanks to loyal passengers, strong branding, and strategic partnerships, KLM weathered the crisis and began rebuilding. What was your experience like? KLM also faces ongoing debates about its carbon footprint. Schiphol Airport has also announced caps on flight movements to control noise and emissions, which could impact KLM's network. Still, the airline continues to innovate, planning for hybrid electric aircraft. Let's not forget KLM's contributions to Dutch national identity. It's not just an airline, it's a symbol of innovation, connection, and Dutch pride. From carrying the Dutch national football team to repatriating citizens in crisis. It has appeared in films, advertising campaigns, Dutch schoolbooks, and even Lego sets. Generations of Dutch travelers took their first flight with KLM. So why do people love KLM? Because it's reliable. And because no matter where you're flying, Nairobi, Osaka, Quito, or Paris, when you board a KLM flight. Let's recap. Founded in 1919, KLM is the world's oldest airline still flying under its original name. It operates from Amsterdam Schiphol to over 160 global destinations. Its fleet includes efficient, modern aircraft like the Boeing 787 and Embraer jets. It offers a uniquely Dutch onboard experience, including miniature Delft houses. It's a leader in sustainable aviation and part of the Air France-KLM group. It's beloved for its service, history, and commitment to the future of flying. Thanks for flying with us today as we explored the story of KLM. If you enjoyed this journey, give the video a like. Have you ever flown with KLM? We'd love to hear your story. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.